Good morning, everyone. She has already introduced me, and I hope you are doing fine. You are keeping your spirits high in this COVID time. In this webinar, I'm going to cover the role of SQL in data science and why I have mentioned this celebrate your data science journey. I'll explain in few minutes. So what I'm going to cover in my webinar, what is data science, who is data scientist, how you can learn data science, and what is structured query language, why SQL for data science. And then we will go through a case study, how we can use this SQL and for data science, and who can learn SQL and what are the opportunities available in the market with the data science domain. So let's begin. Data science. This COVID time has, it's a new opening for everyone to brush up your skills and everything. And you very familiar about this word data science. Data science, it is everywhere. So what actually it is, you are surrounded by data. You are creating data, and everywhere is data. You are using your mobile phones, you are using laptops, you are using various applications for n number of purposes, and you are basically under surveillance. How? You are using your email account, your history is GPS is all, you're keeping your GPS on all the time. Your Google account or maybe any other account, they're already aware where are you, what you're doing, and YouTube, what you are searching, what you are listening, your Facebook and Instagram post. They already know what kind of a video, what kind of stuff, what kind of games, what kind of celebrities you are searching for. Mobile applications, you have various applications in your phone where you do maybe image editing, you play games, you search something, you do online shopping. There are so many things. Even you are playing with these Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. Hey Google, do this. Hey Google, do this. Siri, tell me this. Alexa, tell me this. So what these things, what you are basically under surveillance, you are giving your data to these application, to internet, and even you are not aware where exactly your data can be used. Google is already aware about what you like to eat, what you like, where you want to go, where you what kind of planning you're doing in your future, because your each and everything is recorded by these domains, by these platforms. So what is data science? What they do, your data is already available with them, and they are using their data, and then they are using it in such a way so that they can get benefit from your benefit from your data and create businesses. So data science is basically, they have already the data and they want to do this magic with the data and creating profits for different kind of a business. Let's take an example. You are searching something on Amazon, and you want to buy something for your friend or somebody, and you're, let's take an example, you are buying clothes, and in few minutes after you have closed that website, again when you'll open, and they if you can open any other website also, they'll show you, they promote the same advertisement what you have searched for. Even they'll recommend you such things, like if you have buy a kurta or a suit, they'll recommend you earrings, they'll recommend you sandals. How it is happening? So they recorded your data already, and even the other websites, if you open any other website, they're going to show you the same thing. So your data has been already recorded, and at the back end they have used your data to promote their businesses. We'll go through this in a detail, don't worry. Extraction of knowledge, how we are extracting the knowledge. Just understand this simple concept. They are collecting your data. I have already mentioned what kind of strategies they have used to collect your data. Then they do the data cleaning. Then comes problem formulation, magic with modeling, and then what actually they want. Let's go through these 6 points. Data collection. So how they are collecting your data? E-commerce websites, they use your search history, your buying behavior, your social media posts. Very easily you do hashtag this, hashtag that. So with this hashtag, you are relating your data. you have mentioned this like hashtag Sushant and all this is going through. So with this hashtags, all these posts and everything that becomes related. So whenever I'm searching for, I'll get all the details. Those who have mentioning that hashtags only images, satellite images, sensor data collection. If you are not aware about the sensors are basically are the devices we are deploying in an environment and where the human cannot reach that kind of surfaces, and these sensors get the data collection. They do they collect the images and everything, or maybe the satellites, and then they are using it for further analysis. Scrape from web, what happens? Your web page involves fetching it and extracting it. There are different applications that are used to get the data from other websites. Then come the web APIs. They are the special programming interfaces to get the data from the other website, but you need permission from a web API to get the data of that particular website. Just take an example, LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, you can search different people or different people from maybe the company Microsoft. You want to get the details of the all the people who are working in Microsoft at the position of lead. So the one thing is to do is like you can do it in a way by searching and then getting details from each person. And the another way is like you can go for a API, a special interface, which by default it can collect all the information from the LinkedIn. So there are a number of ways available. One, you do it unknowingly, like you are not aware your data has been collected, and the other ways they are directly asking your information. Next comes data cleaning. So SQL is basically used in the data cleaning purpose. Data cleaning, SQL is used for the data cleaning purpose. Now just understand this. I am assuming that you are not aware about the structure of data and all. So what happens, just take a simple example. My data is stored in the form of tables. Tables is collection of basically rows and column, and you are saving your data in that. So you have collected the data. You have already the data from different domains. You have the data from Amazon. You have the data from Flipkart or Myntra, LimeRoad, everywhere. And but the data format can be in this different formats. Like for date, the both websites have used a different format, and for maybe they have used the different data types for other attributes. So when the data scientists come to this, what they do, they need to standardize that data in a same format so that I can do the analysis. Dealing with anomalies. Anomalies is basically like I have collected a data where I have a set of students where their age is ranged from maybe 18 to 30 years, and I am targeting them for a course. But when I'm analyzing my data, I found like few students, their age is mentioned 75 years. So that is basically the indication there is some problem with my data. So I need to find out in my database, like if I have such kind of anomalies, I need to remove that anomalies. Because when I am doing the analysis part, when I maybe when I'm finding the average, when I'm finding the some kind of a standard deviation, that time these kinds of anomalies can create and then mislead the information. Next comes the splitting data. Splitting data, I have a data from a source, but this is not useful. That complete data set is not useful for me. I need to target a particular region. I need to target maybe a particular state. I need to target a particular city. In that case, what I can do, I can just split the data. I can create multiple tables from that data. Like I have a table for this Delhi. I have a different table for Delhi. I have a different table for maybe Chandigarh. I have a different table for Bangalore, Chennai, like this. Then merging data. Merging data is like I have data from different sources, from different tables. See, I'm just giving here example tables, but there are many other formats also available for storing the database. But for the simplicity, just assume that we have data in the form of the rows and columns. So I'm taking the same example to elaborate my teaching. this, then you can do the merging of this data. That is like basically you're joining different tables and to form a single table so that you can do your brainstorming on that particular table only. Then again, removing unwanted data. So see, you want to do analysis, but there are many other fields like their address, their father's name, their mother's name, that is not required by you. So you can just remove that data. So data cleaning is like it can be understandable, like it is the simplest way to do it, but it is the most basic thing in the data science speak, because you have the data and that data can be big data also. And if you're doing something that is the base of analysis, and if you started the analysis on with the misleading data, then your analysis, your results, everything can go wrong. So that is the most important part of the data. Data collection is very easy. Data is available everywhere. Data can be even the people, they bought it data, the industries, they buy it from different platforms. You can collect the data, but once you have the data, you need to analyze that data to find out the relevant information from that. So that data, only the particular data can be used for the analysis purpose. So SQL, the structured query language, will go in detail what exactly it is. It comes for the data cleaning purpose only. If you want to do the cleaning, you need to understand the structure of the data. You need to understand what exactly you wanted to do with this data. Problem formulation. Now just imagine yourself as a businessman. What in data science you are basically doing the analysis, doing the prediction of getting the maximum profit. Before that, you need to formulate the problem also. You need to be aware what exactly you want, what exactly you want to do with that data. Just see how to there are very simple example how to increase the profit, which customers to target. Like in a company, they are getting a new product, they need to find out for initial marketing, initial things, what exactly they need to do. They need to see which kind of customers they need to target. So that comes the problem formulation part. Feature selection, relevant doing the selection of the relevant attributes. Feature selection, like you have the database, but in that database you need to find out what exactly you want to increase. I have clearly mentioned you want to increase the profit, but in what sense? Like you want to do the increase the profit by what, 50%, 20%, or you're comparing it with your last 10 years sales, you're comparing it with maybe it's a new product, so you need to see you are comparing it with any other competitor. So you need to see what kind of a feature you want to increase or you wanted to do. Finding trends in data. Trends, I think this is very simple way. We all are available CRM softwares. They easily do. They easily find the trends in the data. Like if I increase if I increase my social media campaign for particular product, how it is increasing my sales or it is decreasing it, or maybe I'm creating awareness about my products. So like if I'm buying a shoe, so which company is getting like it can be used for running or jogging or something. So these all forms the trends in the data. Pattern identification, we are action to reaction, everyone heard about that. So every action has an equal reaction for that. Pattern identification is like you need to see in your data which kind of a pattern is available. Like clusters is basically you're dividing your data set in with a particular domain. In that particular domain or in that particular cluster, you need to see if you are giving let's take an example of a drug. So in that cluster, if you are giving that drug to person A, then person B, then person C. So with the results of ABC, that it matches or not. So if it matches, it is a pattern. If doesn't match, it is not a pattern. So in that problem formulation, you should be clearly mentioning what kind of a profit, what kind of a business question you are dealing. You need to see what are the relevant attributes, what are the like you want to increase the profit, you want to increase the sales, you want to target more customers. So what exactly you want. Next come the magic with modeling. You are aware of, already aware, you have heard about machine learning and artificial intelligence, all these techniques. And data science is basically a combination of interdisciplinary fields. I'll tell what kind of a knowledge you need to do the data science thing. So in that, this machine learning, artificial intelligence, how it is helping you. Now see, you already have the data, you have cleaned that data, you already aware that what you wanted to do with the data. But what next? So what you're doing, our main objective is to see, we already have some input, we have some output available with us, we have another data set, we are just having the input. In that case, we need to find out the output, we need to predict the output. That is the basic working of data science. So how you are predicting that analysis, how you are predicting that output, you are using different techniques, machine learning techniques, you are using artificial intelligence to do this. So that depends on the application of the data science, and accordingly you choose the best fit model. Just understand this, there are two type of data in this modeling technique: training data and testing data. Training data is, you will go to the previous records, you will get the data, you'll analyze that data, and accordingly you see this happened, so in the future also we have this input and the same output will come. With that, the help of that modeling, with that help of maybe machine learning technique, there are different techniques available: regression, k-means clustering, an n number of application, an n number of models available. You are using it and you are testing it on your training data, and then you will check, is your technique, is your model which you have chosen, is it providing the exact output? If it is providing the exact output, you'll imply that same model on your testing data. If it is not giving you the same output, if it is not giving you the same results, in that case there is a problem with your model. You need to re-choose your model and you need to test it again on the training data. Again, if your results are okay, then you will do it on the testing data. There are different techniques available where you find out the accuracy of the things, accuracy of the results, accuracy of the models, and it has so many things, so many concepts. So you can understand. Here I can just give the overview. So the modeling part, you need to choose the model first, you need to select the model, and then you're testing that model on the training data. You are checking the result. If it is okay to go, then you'll imply that model, that chosen model on the testing data, and then you'll create the results. Next part is visualization of results. You have the data, clients, you did it for your clients. See, now you need to see with your work, you are done as a data scientist, but now you need to present your results to the clients. You cannot give that client numbers, you need to show that results in the form of graphs, bar charts, their scatter graphs, where that is easily presentable to your client. And see, that client can be that head of the company, vice president of the company, and maybe some media person, some politician, somebody from any background. You need to present your data to that person in a format, in a form where he or she can understand it very well. There is a term, storytelling. Storytelling is like, you are doing everything but you are explaining in a such a way that the other person should understand in a very easy manner. Graphs are only representation of computation, but you need to relate it with the facts, how your predicted model can boost their business. Your concept should be clear. For support concepts and everything, you have the supporting results with you that you can present in the form of the graphs. And all the data scientists, they get the details from the clients in the initial phase. They need to work with the clients in regular basis to getting the input, to getting the data and everything. In the last part of the extraction of the knowledge, they presented data to their clients. Who is data scientist? Meet Alice. She is a data scientist. Alice in Wonderland. Everyone should be aware. If you are not, please Google it. Maybe later on. She has a vision to explore more and more, and data scientists do in the same way. So Miss Alice, she was lost in a jungle, but she was not disappointed. She started exploring it, and she got to know so many things. Maybe she got intellectual knowledge on a various topics. You can read about this in a book. So data scientists, they have the vision to explore more and more. It's not like that your customer, your client, they have told you something and you will stick on that. You need to go beyond the boundaries. Celebrating the learning. See, this is the main thing. Why I have mentioned in my title also, data science is not like you have learned something and you'll imply that same in throughout your career. That data scientist should be ready to learn from each person, from each domain. See, if I'm a data scientist in a particular company, that particular company can be dealing with of n number of customers, and that customers can be from different domains, and that domains can be marketing, that domains can be retail. And that data scientist should be aware about the basic concepts of these businesses. So every time you're getting a new project or something, you're learning such some new things. And even learning techniques, even this models, they are still in the research phase. So you need to be ready to read latest research papers to get the details about the latest models, what the researchers are suggesting, how you can use those models in your data, where it is useful for you or not. Initiative. See, if I compare this profile data scientist with other things, data scientists should be initiator. They are willing to take the risk. What, why, when. They that curiosity in mind. Data scientists should be having that for everything. Why it has happened, how it has happened, what is the reason behind this theory and everything. Just expect the challenges every day. You will get a new challenge. You have the results and everything, and but you cannot explain it to your client, but you need to have some more graphs. You did this for maybe 2 months, 3 months, and at the end, whatever model you have chosen, and that is not working. You need to go back and select the data again. That the hard work of 2 months has, there is no result for that. But see, it is not time waste, or it is not getting in vain. It's basically the learning and the interdisciplinary knowledge. You should have heard this thing, like anyone can be data scientist. There is no boundary of like you should be knowing computer science, you should be knowing this or that. Because even if we compare, I have read interviews of some bioscientists, some neurologists. They did their PhD in their particular field, and after that they are working as data scientists. How it has happened? Because this domain is not about doing something, doing programming, doing analysis part, running softwares or something. It basically require your intellectual knowledge to do the analysis, to do the business, where you need the information, you need to have the knowledge from different domains, understanding the problem, do the magic, and get the solution. So in simple words, data scientists, what they do, they come to the problem given to them. They go in the deep to understand about that problem. That can be do by the getting the data, analyzing the data, finding out the patterns, finding out the trends in that data, and then choosing the particular model, maybe the particular set, using some artificial intelligence techniques, and then giving the solution. What is SQL? Basically, you have understood what is data science, who is data scientist. Now come what is just before that, who can learn the data science, and how you can learn the data science. I already talked about the business thing. This, you should have the business acumen with you. Very basic things. You already have covered this in maybe your 10th plus 2 probability, stats, linear algebra, but you need to brush up this skill. See, all these machine learning algorithms, they have the model, the formulas are, everything is there. But the basics is this probability, stats, linear algebra. Just remember that probability question, maybe from your 12th standard, like if I have a dice, what is the probability of getting 3, what is the probability of getting an even number, odd number. That simple that dice thing, we are using that as in a business. How you're doing it, when you'll go in detail in this domain, you'll understand this. Programming languages, majorly in market right now, the trends are for Python and R, and Python is again on the boom. Structured query language, you need to understand the basics, the structure of the data, that is the language SQL. I'll explain this more. Machine learning models, data visualization tools. So different tools are available in the market for presenting your presenting your graphs. So for learning data science, first you should have that thing in your mind. You wanted to do the, you wanted to predict the best result. You wanted to predict the profits. That acumen you should have, that learning phase. Probability, stats, linear algebra, programming language. Maybe even you can start with one language also. Structured query language, machine learning models. Even for initial data scientists, we can go for simple models also, and that advanced models are used in the research domain. Data visualization tools like Tableau, it's very easy to learn. Okay, structured query language, what exactly it is? It's a standard medium to interact with the relational database management system. For simplicity, I'll say relational database management system is the formation of the data in the form of the tables only, that is row and columns. Like simple example, your marks from your 12th has been recorded in a table where it has your name, roll number, your father's name, your mother's name, your grade in physics, chemistry, math, then total. So it has the different rows also for all the students of a same class. It has the columns to represent what kind of a data it is saving. It's a basically English language. It is used for storing, querying, and manipulating data. And to read about the history of SQL, please Google it. There are different softwares available like MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, SQL Server, SQLite, SQL Server. So see, you don't need to learn everything. The basis of all these softwares are same only SQL. You can go with a single tool also. What will be the difference in these tools? There is a difference. The major difference will be the different kind of a syntax we can use. Like if I say I want to eat something, in English it is different, in Hindi it is different, in Punjabi it is different, in French it is different, but the emotion, the feeling is the same. So same kind of a thing. The SQL provider standard to deal with the tables and everything. And these kind of software, MySQL, Oracle, they use different platforms to get the data from the stored data. Just see a simple example for SQL, relational database management system, where data is stored in the form of row and column. We have a customer record. How I am saving the data for those customers in customers ID, maybe customer name, email ID, contact number, country. So what SQL do, the data is already available, but I don't want to see that complete table. What I wanted to do, I just see this statement, select email ID, the particular field, comma, contact number from customer record. Customer record is the name of that table. So I have given here what I want to select. I want to select email ID and contact number. And I have mentioned which table I am talking about, where country is India. So with this statement, what I am doing, the statement I'll type in my software, maybe Oracle, SQL, something. And this statement, this single line statement will give me data from this customer record where the country is equal to India. So it will give me the detail of all the customer, those who are living in India. So for example, I have data of maybe 50,000 customers, and from 50,000 customers, I have the Indians maybe 5,000. So I'm getting detail of that 5,000 customers.